All right, traders, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I'm going to go right into the watch list for, let's see, Monday, August 5th. Showing you the SPY. We got 3 days down in a row now, a little bit of a bottoming tail from Friday. For me, I feel like this has created some pretty handsome charts for next week. So let's dig into it here. Let's start with APHA. Very strong day and closing near its highs. We'll see if it gives us a follow through, red to green follow through day tomorrow. Pinterest, PINS, closing well off its highs. Now, it basically came up and challenged its all time highs on Friday, and it had come a long way after the gap. So, it's one thing to consider. Does this thing need to come in, fill this gap first? I don't know. But if it gives a low risk setup on Monday for a trade, I will take it because, keep in mind, I don't hold overnight. I always make the joke I don't even hold my wife overnight. I have seen a few stocks that I would have liked to have nibbled on if I were a swing trader on Friday. But I'm just much more comfortable being in cash and finding intraday trades based on some of these charts that might give us a move the next day. So anyway, SVMK, a little bit like Pinterest, right? Kind of a recent IPO and came pretty close to challenging all-time highs on Friday. Closing pretty strong though in a week tape, so we're going to watch that one too. NGVC, a really strong day in a week tape. Nice volume for that one. We'll see if we get a follow-through day there tomorrow. CORT, nice day. Another one, kind of a big breakout of a, 2-month range on Friday. We'll see if we get a follow-through day. Let's see. Apple, one of my favorites. Had the gap up on earnings 3 sessions ago, and then the market just fell apart, and Apple with it, right? Probably mostly due to the China trade war, and all the fears there. To me, this is an opportunity to own Apple way, way, way cheaper than it was right after earnings, 3 days later. So I think this one could get a really nice bounce. I definitely want to keep my eyes on that one. Beyond Meat had the offering at, I think, 160. It's still staying well above that. If I go to 15-minute candles, you'll notice on Thursday, it never broke its opening 15-minute high. And then on Friday, stayed inside of Thursday's range, never broke its opening 15-minute high. So what I'd like to see is a somewhat narrow range and then an afternoon high of day break. I think you could get a little mini short squeeze in this one. Having said that, right now, if you look at it over the last week, it's very, very weak. I mean, long term, it's really strong, right? It's way up here and it opened somewhere below 50, right? So at 177, just through 2 or 3 months in, it's very strong. But over the past few weeks over the past few days, and with the offering news, it's weaker. So it's actually very weak. And so you look at Friday as an inside day. I think the odds probably favor more selling, right? In other words, is it going to break this inside day to the upside, or is it going to break it to the downside? Just the odds of how weak it's been, to me, I don't know. You kind of feel like it's going to fall some more, but it's BYND, so anything can happen. So I am definitely going to have it on a chart, and if we get some kind of afternoon break out of a range, I think you could get a several dollar move. And so as a trader, that prospect interests me. So I definitely going to have it on watch. I don't think I could short it. If the other scenario plays out, I don't think I could short it anyway if I wanted to. So with my broker. So anyway, Ruby, RUBI, very strong move on Thursday. Kind of a quiet inside day on Friday, but stayed up near Thursday's high, so that might be one of those third day plays. MCEP, huge move on Thursday. Gave, maybe half of it back on Friday. So again, this could turn right back up and rip again on Monday. So I want to watch that one. Dish, I've been watching this for a bounce for several days. Haven't gotten one, so I just keep it on watch, right? If I get a clean bounce play set up, I will take a trade in it. And remember, I'm a day trader. I'm just looking for a snapback bounce. It's pretty oversold here. Same argument with Dan. A little bit of a bottoming tail. DAN came close to these recent lows. That one also goes on bounce watch. Just looking for a snapback bounce. VGR, very strong move here. And then a few days lower on declining volume, although it had a massive volume on this day. So who knows what that means. But right now, it's so far, to me, a clean pullback to the 8-day moving average. So I do want to watch it. Overstock OSTK, really strong stock, and now a few days lower, closing above its open on Friday after visiting what we call the buy zone there. So it might be up from there. It hasn't broken its early high in a few days. We talk about that opening 15-minute high. There it is on Friday, never broke it. Thursday, Wednesday, and even Tuesday. So in 4 sessions now, it hasn't had that afternoon breakout that we talk about on what we look for. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. A couple more. LK. They call this the Chinese Starbucks, and a very strong day in a week tape. A lot of shorts in this name, so we're going to keep our eyes on that one. And then LL, Lumber Liquidators, had a nice headline on Friday, and we've been looking for a reversal in this one anyway. Had a nice reversal. Let's see, where did it top out at? 883. Thursday's high, 905, if I'm not mistaken. Let me zoom in. Yeah, nope, that's not right. Thursday's high, 884. Friday's high, 883. So it's definitely interesting over the 2-day high. And I do like the bounce that it had on Friday. So anyway, that's plenty to watch, and we'll add some gappers to that list in the pre-market as well. So, show up Monday, ready to trade, ready to focus. We'll request no clutter in chat during trading hours. And, with the group of us watching, we should catch several good setups from this list plus some gappers, right? So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see y'all in chat on Monday.